What's up, guys? Hello, hello. I've already started my makeup. I've already started, well, not my makeup. I've already started getting ready. Alright, so Bushra's not going to be happy. Let me just go live here. Cool. So, today is Sunday. Everybody gets the Sunday scaries, don't they? And I thought, what could I do? What could I say to help people and also help myself? Sometimes I need a bit of a talking to as well. So today I'm going to talk to you guys about like how I'm going to set up my week, because this week I know I've got the challenge, I've got some like collaboration to obviously like service my clients, I've got all those kinds of things as well, and also then on top of that I've still got to do my own food shop, I got to do my meal prep, I've got to go to the gym for myself, got to do my weight loss protocol, and get on with my own the rest of stuff. I've got like account stuff to do. I've got last month's stuff to do. Like numbers and all that to sort out. So, and obviously the team as well. Like make sure the team are good. So for me, that is quite overwhelming. And then I've also got like these odd little other tasks. Like I need to like order some collateral and marketing stuff for clients. I need to prepare the girls for the photo shoot. I need to do another presentation for that. So there's like all these extra things that need to go on top of my normal week. And so you guys probably have got a job if you don't run your own business. And you've got to get shit done for that. Maybe you've got a presentation coming up. You've got to do the meal prep. You've got to, set times for you to go to the gym, set times for you to go food shopping, cooking, spend time with your partner, look after the kids, go see parents. It's overwhelming. Overwhelming. Life can be tough. So what I'm going to talk to you guys today is about like what I'm going to do and how I overcome overwhelm. Actually, I feel today I just woke up. I'm going to be honest. I just didn't feel very I just didn't feel very good today. Did not feel very good at all. Not illness wise, just like fucking Groundhog Day. Here we go again. Even though yesterday we did have a lovely, lovely day. I'm going to talk to you guys about that first. But before that, if you are in the challenge, if you got accepted, even if you didn't get accepted, if you applied, you will have had an email yesterday. If you haven't had the email, message me, because we are letting people into the challenge today. And so if you don't get in today, you don't get in. And that's unfortunate, because if you got in, you got in. And not many people did. Hey, YouTube person. Whoever you are. Fine, thank you. How are you? So make sure if you got in, you're in the Facebook group, or at least like in a way to know for it. Now, what did I do yesterday? In 2019, let's do a throwback. In 2019, Cam and I took a one-way trip essentially to Croatia to travel. It was my first time just going on a whim and not, hey Alexa, and not having anything planned out, because I am a perfectionist and planner by heart. Like I will know what I'm doing, when I'm doing, and I'll speak to you guys about this momentarily. Where I'm going to be, what I need to wear, what my contingencies are, what my backup clothes are, and all this kind of stuff. So I've got all of this planned in my head. So when Cam and I decided in 2019 to go to Croatia, we knew it was going to be about 2 weeks. Oh, welcome to the channel. We knew it was going to be about 2 weeks, but we had like one flight out, to Croatia done, booked, and we had like 2 nights of accommodation, I think. So when we got here, obviously I was like shit myself, because I was like, oh my, what if there's a mass murder? What if we can't find anywhere to live? What if we're like have to stay like on the park bench? What if we get attacked? What if all of this? Like, what if, oh my God, all this like worry, right? Because I'm one of these planners. I didn't have a plan. It makes me uncomfortable. Even now, I'm like, I'm moving around because I feel very uncomfortable. Thinking about it. Oh. So now we get there, and it was fine. You know what? We didn't sleep on a park bench. We didn't get mugged. There was no mass murder as far as we're concerned, or as far as we're aware. And one of the nights we got there, it was like it was for my birthday in 2019, so it was September, and my partner, so Cam, had arranged for us to go on a surprise. And I didn't, obviously, it was a surprise, I didn't know about it. So he was very upset one day, very sad, which is not like Cam. He was quite down. I was like, what's wrong? He was like, Faye, I booked something for your birthday, but it's been cancelled. And I was like, oh, that's okay. What is it? So he had booked a sunset cruise and a dolphin watching experience, but the weather was really bad. Like it was pissing down. It was thunderstorms and everything. So obviously it got cancelled, and we had already arranged that we would move into the next city in Croatia a couple of days, or that the next day or the day after. So basically, we couldn't get it in. So yesterday, Cam took me. Cam took me on this dolphin sunset cruise. We saw quite a lot of dolphins, quite close up actually. Not touching, obviously, but close enough to feel that you're in their environment to an extent. So that was really, really nice. The food was good. Sunset was lovely. I'm obsessed with sunsets, guys. Like the sky and the colours, and I'm obsessed with life, seeing life. And as a photographer, that seeing life in colour is different. You just seeing, and any artist actually looking at the colour of the sunset on the water and how it changes and the light and like everything. I'm just obsessed. So anyway, we did that and it was absolutely lovely. So that was yesterday. And then I woke up today. I felt just like Sunday. Great. And it almost feels like you could just live that kind of, it's not fancy because it happens, but just fucking chill. I've been saying this to Cam for like a few days now. I just wish we had a holiday, just 2 days. I just want 2 days where we don't do any work. We just do not do anything. We don't go for a walk. We don't go to the gym. We don't prep our food. We literally just do fucking nothing. I just want a couple of days where we do that. So maybe after summer. Maybe. But anyway. So I'm already feeling like a little bit blah, right, this morning. And then I realized, oh my God, I've got like the whole week to plan. And then on top of that, I also have like all these extra things like the challenge, and let's say the challenge, right? It's not just, oh, I've got to do the challenge. I've got to prepare the presentations. I've got to record the presentations. I've got to schedule the presentations. I've got to make sure everybody gets in. I've got to chase anyone that hasn't got in. I've got to welcome everybody. I've got to message. And all that's on top of my already normal work, plus other things like these collaboration meetings I've got to do and stuff. So I feel very overwhelmed, very a bit out of control again, like that. Like, oh, I don't like this. I don't like having all this stuff to do. So what am I going to do to set myself up for success next week? Because it's very easy to be like, I've got to do this, and then feel so overwhelmed that I miss one thing, or I screw up one thing, or I don't do one thing, and then I'm like pissed off because I haven't achieved everything I set myself to do. So this is what I'm going to do. And this is what I do every time I feel a bit like this. And this is what I want you guys to do as well. If you ever feel like overwhelmed, like there's too much to do, like you're never going to achieve everything, there's a few hints and tips and hacks that I've got for you. So the first hack is to write everything down. Oh, that's boring. I know it's boring, but once it's out on paper, like I just said, I've got to do the challenge. So first thing is I need to book into my calendar when the challenge Zoom calls are, the lives. Then I need to put the presentations in, or schedule the presentations, but I can't do that until I've recorded the presentations. Can't record them until I've created them. So it also gives you like a timeline of what you need to do first, which makes things feel a little bit easier. So for example, if we don't have a Zoom live, recording going in till Wednesday, then that means I can schedule it so that I don't need to do it until Tuesday, for example. And that's going to help me feel a little bit less overwhelmed. So writing everything down and give yourself like a done by date as well, not just what you need to do. So when you need to do it by is also very, very important. Schedule out your times, like I just mentioned, in Google Calendar. So my other Instagram account, Was it on my other Instagram account? Yeah. I put in like how I'm going to schedule my week. And that was one of the things. I put it into Google Calendar. It shows you how I did it. I put the gym into my calendar for like 3 hours or something every day. And it was just a couple of buttons, click, 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 done. And now I know that no one can book in any meetings. I can see that it's there, so I don't double book myself. And that's going to free me up. And it also makes me more accountable because now it's there. And if I choose not to do it, I'm actually choosing not to prioritize myself, which, as you guys know, is like a real mission. I'm on that mission at the minute to prioritize myself. So put everything into your calendar. So first one is write everything down, then schedule it into your calendar. And then the next thing is, what is the one main project? Hey Claire, what is the one main project you need to get done in the next week? So Sunday today. If you're American, it is day one of your week. If you're from the UK, and maybe anywhere else in the world, I'm not 100% sure. Tomorrow is the start of a new week. So what from tomorrow, what do you need to get done? What is the big priority? So for me, it is the challenge. Okay, even if I have to cancel all my other meetings, even if I have to delegate all my other work, and delegating is another thing we'll talk about in a sec. I know that the priority is my challenge and giving everyone the most of me as much as possible. So what is your number one priority for the next week? It doesn't have to be like a challenge or work related. It could be that you focus on spending time with your daughter. Maybe it is this week I'm going to make sure I get my workouts in, or focusing on my nutrition. It doesn't have to be like a timed thing, as in like, I've got to do this project. It's not a timed thing. That it could just be my priority for the week. So what is your version of success for the next 7 days? That's what you need to answer. Then break that down into smaller daily tasks. So, like I say, now you've already got your main project. You've booked things up in your timeline, in your Google Calendar or whatever calendar you use. And you also know what order you need to do everything in. So now you can kind of be like, okay, well, for my challenge, I know that I need to record and put out the welcome post today. I know that I also need to record tomorrow's, so I need to create tomorrow's live or recording and put it in for tomorrow. So I know those two things have to be done today. That way, I know those are my two priorities. So create the first recording, record the first recording, create the second recording, and record the second recording. They're my three main priorities for the day. As long as they're done, like everything else is going to be fine. If I don't chase everybody and not everyone gets into the challenge, even though they did get in, that's their fault. Like, they should check their emails. It's not my responsibility. And if you want to make anything of yourself, it's just like me saying like, oh, well, if this challenge, no one applies for this challenge, then, well, I guess it's their fault. Well, no, because that is my responsibility. So we need to start taking responsibility for where we can take action and leaving responsibility where that responsibility is somebody else's. Hope that makes sense. So making sure that you've got your 3 big tasks every day. So for tasks, do I risk trying to put liquid eyeliner on? I did this the other day when I was doing live. So I'm just going to put you there, TikTok. When you're creating your 3 tasks, I would give yourself, let's say a task, you want to lose weight, right? There is your goal. Hold your breath, guys. Hold your breath. It's okay. Let's say that is your goal. Hey, Jen, lose weight. So your 3 tasks that you could do each day could include that one's not so good, guys. That's not a good one. I will get there, I promise. Sorry, I was busy prioritizing myself here. If you're trying to lose weight, your tasks could include things like go for a walk, Easy. So 3 things you could do today to lose weight. Go for a walk, meal prep and eat the food that you're saying you're going to eat. So hit your protein, for example, and drink your water. There are 3 things that you could do today to lose weight tomorrow or, down the line if you continue to do it. What if, they sound easy, right? But what if it's pissed down with rain, you don't got a gym membership, your daughter needed you, so you couldn't go to the gym, so you couldn't go for your walk. Well, is there any point now? Because you can't hit 100%, you can't hit all 3. So do you now just give up and be like, oh, well, try again tomorrow? Or do you say, you know what, I will try, or I will get at least my water and my protein in. They're 2 easy things you could do. What if, like us today, you haven't prepped in advance, and so you haven't got enough protein for the day? Do you just give up on drinking water? No. So there's always something you could do. So having 3 potential things you could do means that even if you hit 1 or 2, you're still on track. You've got some sort of targets to do. And maybe you also got to bed on time. So that wasn't one of your 3 tasks, but it's going to help you get to where you need to be. So let's start thinking about a little bit more, give myself a range of 3 to 5, maybe, of things I could aim for, and then try and reach 3 of them, for example, or 2/3 of them. Maybe that's a better way to say it. So that is one task. And then the other one I would say is delegate. So obviously we've got a team, and we've got people behind the scenes as well that you guys don't really know about. Hey, Murray. But we've got other team members behind the scenes that I can ask for help. Can you do this? Can you sort out the order in this? Can you sort out, setting up this spreadsheet for me, or doing this or doing that? So delegating is one of the hardest things to do as a people pleaser and as a perfectionist. People pleasing, making sure that everyone else is okay, taking on everything, wanting to do everything yourself, being a bit of a control freak. That is me, essentially. So delegating or asking people for help can be really, really difficult. So what does this mean? What does this look like? This could look like looking at your list, now you have it, and being like, what do I need to do? And what can someone else do to make that task easier? So you've done your food shop. You've got your food shop as one of your things you need to do. Do you have to be there? Like, honestly, can you give your kid, not if your kid is like 5, but if your kid's a teenager, can you ask them to pick it up? Will that just make your life a little bit fucking easier? Or are you one of these people who are like, oh no, my kid can't do that? Your kid is 16. Your kid can go to the shop by themselves and get food, right? For you. I used to do it for my parents. My mother used to go to the shop, get some milk. She give me extra money, I had some chocolate. That's it. She give me £2 and get milk for £2 it is. But I could get milk and chocolate when I was little. So give them, first of all, the opportunity to prove themselves, and just give them a bit of responsibility, guys. Like, give your kids some responsibility. And also your partner. Can they go by themselves? Yes. Will they probably buy loads of shit? Yes. If you give them a shopping list, will they pick up what you need? Probably. So give them a shopping list and use that shopping list every week. You don't need to recreate this every week, right? Just use the same fucking foods. Oh, hit my face. So maybe I will create a shopping list and send it out on Sunday. How about that, guys? On a Sunday? Do you want a shopping list on a Sunday? Is that what you guys want? Shopping list for the week, maybe, or I'll send you my shopping list for the week with some variables, in case you're not like me and don't eat the same thing every day. But ultimately, like, asking someone else for help. Can they cook the food? I'm pretty sure your partner can probably cook food. And if not, can you teach them? Because that's going to free you up later. It's like me training a staff member to do something. So I don't need to do it now. I don't need to do it in future, but I need to do it now to train them up on how to do it. So maybe think of your life as a business. Like, how's the best way I can make this business thrive? So delegation. Can you ask someone to look after, if you've got like a younger kid, can you ask someone to look after your kid so you can go to the gym, so you can take some self-care time? Can you buy some meal prep in so you don't have to cook? Like, can you get someone to clean your house? So that saves you a bit of time and a little bit of stress. These are the kinds of things that you can delegate, but people are so proud to suffer, so proud to struggle that you don't want to do it. Which is really sad. I would rather not suffer and get the life I want than suffer to make myself look honourable or whatever people struggle for. Choose to struggle for, I should say there. So that's basically the tips I'm going to use for this week, guys. I'm going to write down my list of everything I need to do for the week. I'm going to write down the priority for the week. Or where's the one project that if I get this project done, I have succeeded? What is that? So I'm going to write that down. Then I'm going to write down all the little things I need to do to get that project done to make sure it's successful. And then I'm going to book them into my calendar as tasks. I want to make sure I've got things like my gym in, and make sure I've got like my lives in, my Zoom calls, all those kinds of things. I'm also going to make sure that when I look at my list, if there's anything that someone else can do, I'm going to ask them to do it. They might say no, but hopefully they will say yes, and that frees me up a little bit of time as well. Then I can concentrate on the other things that I need to be doing. So that is basically my list that I'm going to do this week, guys. That is how I'm going to make sure I'm not overwhelmed, and I'm going to set myself up to win the week instead of just complaining and being like, oh, I've got so much to do. We're actually winning lookers. It's not that difficult. Spend a bit less time on TikTok. You would have done it. Can you multitask? That's another thing as well, guys. So you guys know that I love to learn. I'm like an obsessive learner, obsessed about growth and physical growth, mental growth, spiritual growth, whatever. I just love to be developing myself all the freaking time. So how can I do this? Because reading takes effort. You have to like kind of sit in one place, have a quiet-ish thing, make sure your brain is switched into this, not everything else going. So what can I do? I could listen to a podcast as I'm walking. I could listen to podcasts as I'm cooking. That's what we do a lot of, basically. We listen to stuff or an audiobook as we are doing something else. So it's kind of going in one ear, we're listening to it whilst our hands are busy. So those are very simple things that you can do to multitask. When you're going shopping, can you be getting steps in the same time, walking up and down each aisle? Can you be carrying the bags? And I'm parking further away rather than parking really close and taking the trolley out. Like all these little things are going to add up. So when you can do it, choose to do it. And know that if you're not choosing to do it, then you're choosing the easy path, which normally means you're not going to get to where you need to be. So they're what I'm going to do this week to set everything up. Jen says that's what I do. Every step counts. Exactly. Jen's killing it. So that's it, guys. I'm also going to make sure the other priority is I'm getting my 10 minutes of me time. So on my other Instagram account, I'm running myself a challenge through each month. So you can come along, you can join in, whatever you want to do. And in May, it's Me Time May. So I'm just going to make sure that every day I get 10 minutes of me time. I'm not on electronics. I'm not with anybody else. I'm not with Cam. I'm not talking to anyone. I'm just sat. Maybe I'm drawing. Maybe I'm writing. Maybe I'm listening to the wind, whatever it's going to be. So making sure I've got me time planned in as well, because I like to set myself personal challenges, not just keep myself busy with work. So that's it. Any questions, let me know. I will get back to you as soon as possible. If you haven't got into the challenge Facebook group yet, or haven't received the email about the challenge, let me know and I will double check your email address and all that kind of stuff and get that through to you ASAP, because I'm letting people in today. It's on my list of things to do I need to do today. Any questions, give me a shout. Otherwise, I will speak to you guys soon. Thanks for joining.